Welcome everyone to the JK Podcast, the only podcast that didn't receive a Nintendo Switch early.
And that is not a JK, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, what the hell, Nintendo?
This is very depressing.
You give Game Explain, you give the Completionist, you give Rogers Base, who is a One Piece YouTuber, a Switch.
Well, I mean, like the Pokemon YouTuber Shofu got one.
If you've ever done anything remotely Nintendo related and you have over 100,000 subs, then you get a Switch.
We do a lot of things Nintendo related.
But we are nowhere near 100,000 subscribers yet.
So, if you want, be sure to hit that subscribe button, follow us on Twitch, do all that jazz, because we want the next Nintendo console.
JK.
No!
I'm Ken O'Connor.
I'm Josh Brandon.
And we are currently recording on February 28th, 2017. This is the JK Podcast, episode 40.
Correct.
Woo!
This is the pre-Switch. The last time we're going to record before the Switch. So
it's our very own
needless
Switch...
to say, like, things will never be the same after this.
It's our very own Switchmas Eve podcast.
That's one way of putting it.
And it's episode 40, too. Do you remember when we started the JK Podcast, Josh?
2014. No. Yes.
The first episode of the JK Podcast was published...
August. It was August.
September.
Oh, really?
September 4th, 2014.
See, I had the 2014. I apparently was off by like 4 days. Okay,
so,
fair enough.
In about 3 years, we've got 40 episodes in about 3 years.
Honestly, it's a solid clip.
Honestly, it's not that bad, honestly. It's funny, too, because going back, episode 8 was May 2nd, 2015, and it was called A Whole Lot of Ukuleles. That's when ukulele was first announced, and now it's coming out in less than 2 months.
And for the Switch.
We'll get to that in a little bit. But, yeah, Joshy, how you doing? You mentioned this is our Switchmas Eve podcast special. Yada,
yeah,
yada.
I mean, aside from that, it's just, I don't know, it's one of those nights where, hey, I'm free for a few hours. Sure, let's talk about some stuff. And we got some great stuff to actually talk about.
We do. We have a full lineup tonight.
To be like a great kind of time. So I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it, sir.
Sweet. Yeah, things are same on my end. Work has been nutso butso busy lately. I stayed again for overtime today. That's why I didn't get home till late. But it's all good. Did I tell you that we're moving offices soon?
No.
We're moving to a much bigger office come June, July, around there.
Where at?
The quadrangle. You know the quadrangle? It's a business park on Long Island. It's about 15 minutes closer to my house than like where the current office is. So
but it's in Hicksville?
I think I don't know. I don't want to say Hicksville. I don't know where it is, but like it's on Long. It's 15 minutes closer. So just I want to say it's on Huntington. You looking it up?
Yeah. This is not helpful.
Just.
Oh wait, there's a Huntington quadrangle.
That's it. That's probably it then.
Off exit 49.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know, but it's closer and it's bigger and it's nicer. So. And they announced that we're going to be the first Geico office to go completely digital.
Oh, it says it's in Melville?
That's where it is, yeah.
It's called, the address is the Huntington Quadrant.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very
nice. That's our new office. We're moving there soon. It's going to be nice. It's a much, much bigger complex, much nicer too. And
they have an internet cafe with free wireless internet. They have a fitness facility on the premise.
Exactly.
They have FedEx, UPS, and Priority Mail drop boxes.
Yep.
They have fiber optic connections, on-site bus service.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah,
and there's storage space available.
Exactly. So that's gonna be a nice upgrade.
They even redid the bathrooms recently.
Okay, stop it.
Hey man, 4 floors, 365,000 square feet.
Okay, you don't need to go over a little bit. It's fine.
Who wants to hear the zip code?
No. Oh, Josh, okay, that was good. That was good. Yeah, we're also the first legal office of Geico to go completely digital. So we're going to be...
Hey, you're not going digital on the Switch. That's ironic.
Yeah, but we're going to be converting like a couple 100,000 files to digital over the next couple months. So we have lots of projects going on. It's all hands on deck. They have like everyone working all these weird jobs now to get like ready for the move and whatnot. But yeah, that's my life right now.
Mm, not bad, not bad.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Well,
All
I
right.
guess we're done here. I
Yeah.
mean, we're both doing
Let's
pretty
move.
good.
Let's
So
move right
no,
along
I think
into
we're
our
done with the podcast.
exactly. Good night, everyone. Thank you,
Yeah.
Slayer, for showing up. Goodbye. No, let's move on to. We have a lot to talk about tonight, so let's go through our normal sections pretty quickly. First up, what have you been playing, Josh?
So of course the League of Legends, of course the Hearthstone. But what's kind of cool is actually as of yesterday, they announced a new expansion called Ungoro. I think there's like Journey to Ungoro. I think that's the full name of
Now,
the
is
expansion.
this something different than the one they announced at BlizzCon a while back?
No idea what they announced at BlizzCon.
It was like,
Mean Streets of Gadgetson?
yeah.
That was the last expansion. So
Oh, so it's already time for a new expansion.
yeah, they try and come out with roughly 3 expansions per year.
Okay.
So they came out with that expansion in like November, I think,
Uh
or
huh.
early
Yeah.
December.
Yeah, that was right around BlizzCon, so that makes sense.
And so they're trying for about 3 or 4 a year. So this one's coming out not until like mid-April, but it was announced yesterday, and pre-purchases went up today, and I already pre-purchased it. Oh God!
Nice.
But um, so yeah, 135 new cards, some new abilities like on the minions. So there's like one of the new ones they added like last year was called Inspire, and that does stuff when you use your hero power. Now there's other ones. There's like Adapt, which is interesting, and there's like one or two other ones, and there's like a quest card system, which is kind of cool. So you almost play it initially, like it automatically puts in your hand, regardless of where it actually was in the deck.
Okay.
You play a quest, and like the quest could be play 7 minions with the death rattle effect, and when once you do, then it'll summon some really super powerful minion. But the weird thing is, like, then both sides can see that quest that's being active. So you can kind of play around it in a sense, I guess, or I don't know. It's pretty
It
interesting.
adds a new meta to the game, I guess.
No, yeah, I mean that's what they're trying to do. They're starting the newest season. Basically, their seasons are like instead of being every month for like their actual seasons, like technically like they do a year of thing.
Hmm.
And so this year is the year of the mammoth. So it's completely new, whatever. Last year was year of the kraken. So
Here, the mammoth sounds awesome.
yeah, so we'll see what happens. It should be pretty exciting. A lot of new dinosaur cards and whatever they're doing. Um, yeah. And then I feel like I've been playing some other games, but at least one game that I remember I played a week ago, I was with some friends, and um, we always get together, and it's like my friend has a Wii at her place, just a regular Wii, over like 10 years old now. Jeez.
Giggity.
And yeah. And so one of the games, like she loves Mario Party, whatever, we always play it when we're there. And so one of the games is Mario Party 9. And I feel like I've talked about it maybe before, but I don't remember. Those extra mini games that they have in the game where it's not a mini game in sense
Yeah,
of you play it on
it's like
the
a
board.
sense of an actual little game.
Yeah, and Shell Soccer, man. Still, like if that was just a full-on game by itself, I would buy it. Like 40 bucks I drop for that. Something. Like it is the greatest thing ever. And it's 2v2 and we get so into it. It is ridiculous. We created like a meta game based on what you're supposed to do, and like it doesn't really give you that much instruction. But we played like offense, defense, and blocking and intercepting. We found out the invincibility frames on the dives. It's really fun. I gotta tell you. So if anyone
That's
has,
kind of cool. It's funny how like little games like that, like I'm trying to think of an example. I know that in the past there's been little mini games inside of bigger games that have
yeah,
gotten more of a competitive and like known scene than the game itself.
yeah. I mean, so if anyone has Mario Party 9 just kind of lying around, or you played in the past, and you never even heard of this, like check it out. It's in the extras menu, and it's called Shell Soccer.
It's very,
Really fun.
I feel like it's very rare those games ever got played, the extra games, because Mario Party was always about the party modes, and like they would
Yeah.
include these like, oh, play this game too, and they always get like kind of like pushed to the side or like buried underneath everything else.
Yeah, I found it though in Mario Party 10 actually. I was playing with my brother one time and we were playing like the extra ones in there. They had some actual really fun things. They had like badminton and stuff. Like it
Hmm.
was it was pretty fun. It was a full-fledged little thing. But Shell Soccer, I'm telling you, really takes the cake. You need 4 people though.
Okay.
So if we gather up 2 more people that are willing to play, oh my God. Like it gets so intense. Everyone just gets a Wiimote. You hold it sideways, only like a few buttons, but it's amazing. So
They should
that's
port
all for
that.
me.
They should port that to the Switch and use
I'm
the
telling you,
Joy Cons.
I'm totally against Bomberman for $50. I will easily drop
Yeah,
$40,
Bomberman is
maybe
not
even,
a $50 game.
but I will drop like $40 if they make Shell Soccer. Like I love that game.
Well, you see, here at Nintendo, we want your money.
See, that's what I'm saying. But anyway, that is it for me, sir. Otherwise, though, I haven't played too much of all that stuff, but been busy.
Yeah, it's busy. We have a short list this week, so
What's going on with you, sir?
I'm finally done with Binding of Isaac. I've
Hey,
I've beaten every mode with every character.
did
I've
you find
gotten
the gold ticket?
That's not a thing.
Oh, to go to the factory where you meet
That's
Edmund McMillan.
okay.
And then there's some kid that falls in the river made of
What the
chocolate.
fuck is your problem tonight?
Okay, anyway.
But yeah, I beat everything I can possibly beat in Isaac. I do not have the final achievement though because I'm currently doing the 31 dailies in a row. So during the last podcast, I mentioned doing the dailies, and then like I said, "Oh, I should do the daily now," and then like I said, "No, I shouldn't do it because the audio will play through." I forgot to do the daily that night.
Mm,
So from whenever our last podcast was till now, I've been doing the daily every single day. So
mm,
after 31 days, I'll get the final achievement, and then I'll be done with that game for good.
nice.
Until
It's funny because I have been noticing that because like with my desktop it like auto logs me into Steam
yeah,
every time or whatever. So I've been sitting here like doing my work or whatever, and all of a sudden I'll see something pop up at the bottom of my screen. It's always you playing Binding of Isaac, whatever. I'm like, oh my God.
yeah,
But
I've been doing it once a day. Like I've been sitting down doing the daily, doing
yeah,
some extra stuff, and then just calling it a day, just so I can get it done with once and for all. But I'm
gotcha,
stressing
gotcha.
out now because with Binding of After Plus, the entire thing was every month they're gonna add just brand new items into the game, just
Hmm.
adding new stuff.
Yeah.
And that first of those just random new stuff is supposed to be like any day now.
Mm.
So if that messes with the achievement before I get the daily,
Oh,
I am going to be very upset. But
I.
really, that's all I've been playing. I brought back Minecraft the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because I hadn't played since November, and I got like the email like, "Hey, this is your server account. You haven't used the server in like X amount of months. Do you want to use it?" I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I fired it back up. We went really far out into the middle of nowhere on the server, and I made this giant castle. Like it's not done yet, but like it's the biggest thing I've ever built building wise in that game.
Hmm.
So it's fun. I'm just biding my time until Zelda comes out. Like
Yeah.
we'll talk about Horizon in a little bit because
Yeah, I wrote that.
holy freaking moly.
Yeah. I thought it was great. I had to write it.
Yeah. It's out today and I want to play it really badly, but like I am just holding on because it's a giant open world adventure game with a awesome protagonist, lots of items, and a bow and arrow. And like, no, I need to save all of that loving for Zelda, and we're only a couple days away for that, so I had to hold on.
And cousin Thomas brings up a good point. Aren't you still buying Isaac for Switch?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So now you've got to do like multitasking here.
Well,
You've got
here's
the
the
Isaac on the daily, then you got the Isaac on the go, and then oh.
that's the thing. It's just gonna be nice to have Isaac in a portable format. Like I love Isaac, but like just having to like sit down in front of like my Mac and like play it all the time. Like I
Mm.
don't know, just I'd be nice. Like oh, let me go sit down like on the porch and play it. Like that'll be nice to have. It's kind of like it's just my relaxation game. It's a game now where I can just like turn off my mind and I'm so good at it that like I can just kind of like I don't know, just enjoy the experience now.
Well, just to pull up one SpongeBob quote, at least I'm safe inside my mind.
At
Like,
least I'm safe inside my mind. Picklefish lips.
Horgy
Seaweed.
schmorgy, or whatever they say.
Yeah, I think we had it right. Just I think I said the wrong one first. Whatever. But
Uh,
yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm just biding my time until Zelda comes out.
wee wee.
Switch which.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
All right, let's move right along to TVs and movies. We're going quick tonight.
Sure.
One Piece. Are you caught up?
I think I'm only missing one episode or something, but I'm not caught up technically.
What was the last thing you saw though? Just so we
I don't
can.
remember. I think I fell asleep, so I actually got to rewatch that episode. It
All
was like
right.
3 in the morning. I was like, I don't know why I'm watching this. I put it on.
Well, the last couple episodes have been all about the Reverie, so
Maybe that's why I fell asleep because then I woke up. I'm like, what happened? They're like, and then it was like the end of One Piece. I was like, huh, did that
Yeah.
go by that fast? Like, I think I missed something.
Well,
So
we saw
yeah, I don't know.
we saw some characters we haven't seen in quite some time too, so
I
you'll be
saw
happy.
Vivi. That I don't remember. I don't remember what happened.
Well,
Honestly, can't tell you.
really, it's just like the latest episode is just it's going back to every kingdom they've been to, and just
But
it's showing like the leaders getting ready. So we like I think in the latest episode it goes back to like Chopper's Land, Drum Island,
mm,
because again that's the Sakura Kingdom, and Dalton needs to go to the Reverie now, and that old witch lady, the doctor lady, is going with
he's still
him.
alive.
Yeah, she's still alive,
Huh.
and like I think they showed a new country that Wapple took over, and it's been 2 years, so you can see time skip Wapple now.
Who in the world is Wapple?
Remember the guy with the munch munch fruit who tried to eat Chopper and everyone?
No, can't tell you.
The entire Chopper
No.
arc.
Like, do you know how long ago that was?
Yes, but still, you don't remember
I
Wapple?
watched that in English when it first came out. That's like over 10 years ago. I don't remember.
Okay.
Man.
How do you forget Wapple? You remember Arlong, right?
I love Arlong.
Okay. Then how do you forget Wapple?
Okay, no one forgets Arlong. And first of all, they also re-showed him and his past in Fishman Island.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
But
you're gonna get well. That's the thing.
how can I forget the cat burglar?
That's what that's what this episode does well. It's basically it's a recap episode of things you should know going into the Reverie.
Mm, fair enough.
Yeah. Also, well, we should mention One Piece Film Gold and the Special Heart of Gold are getting released on English
Mm.
on Blu-ray. I think next month. And if you pre-order One Piece Film Gold from I think it's is it Funimation? No, it's not Funimation. Yeah, it's Funimation, right?
Uh,
Who did the English
or
dub?
Toei? Toei? Oh, fun. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Funimation. That's English,
If
yeah.
you pre-order through their website, you get poker chips with all the straw hats on them.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think you get all of them. I think you get like randomly selected three chips, and each chip has one straw hat on them, and they're all the colors of like the straw hats, like orange for Nami, blue for Sanji, etc., etc.
Mm,
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna take advantage of that and pre-order that.
cool.
And yeah, all right. And Adventure Time Steven Universe, you're not caught up on these either.
No.
You are terrible.
Woo, woo, woo.
Um.
Because I've been wasting all my time watching Breaking Bad all of a sudden.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Well,
I
so you've never seen Breaking Bad before, correct?
Well, the thing is, when it first came out, everyone was raving about it in college, whatever. Well, because by that time it was like the third season or something,
Okay.
I think, when college first started, like 2010. I think
Sure.
2010 was like their third season or something. And so people were still, loving it and like, oh my God, it just came out, whatever. So I ended up watching the whole first season of it at
Okay.
that time. And I was like, it's not bad, but it just never really grabbed me. And I was like, whatever. And um, like a week or two ago, when I was with those friends playing the shell soccer game and stuff, they were also talking about a couple of them were like, "Oh wait, yeah, I am watching Breaking Bad like right now on Netflix or whatever." Like they were talking like randomly. I was like, "Wait, we're both watching at the same time, whatever." And I was like, "Huh, I never actually finished that show." And then we ended up like putting on one of the episodes that they were like both up to, so it was like end of first season or something. And I was like, maybe I should pick this up again. I've already seen the first season, so that's been contributing to my like I've been wasting part of my time.
Well, it's a fantastic show, so I don't really want to say that you're wasting your
I
time.
know, but like I don't know, I could have been doing more work. But I I am all of a sudden now within about 2 weeks worth of time, I'm already like up to episode 3 of season 4. So
Okay.
uh it's been a lot of episodes, man. That's like literally like 30 episodes in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um which is a lot for me, especially with everything else going on. But it's been good, man.
Yeah,
Um,
it's one of the best
it,
shows on
it
television.
it's actually a good show. I do admit. Um, some people might say it's too slow, but like I appreciate what they're trying to do.
Mm.
And Hank is like the greatest character of all time.
Hank is amazing.
I love him. Also when he tries to crack jokes and starts laughing, like I love it. It's hilarious. But um, yeah, I don't know. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. It's a great show. I know you watched it like religiously, so
Absolutely.
so
Now,
I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to finish it, but I definitely made a lot more headway on it. I do like it. So
are you gonna watch Better Call Saul once you're done with that?
I tried watching that show too. It was okay. Maybe I'll watch it more with more appreciation now after this. So
Well,
we'll see.
yeah, you'll know a little bit more of where the show is heading, and whatnot.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's about it with that. And apparently I should be catch up on Dragon Ball. I know I gotta do that too. I keep like half watching a ton of shows and I need to like actually finish something. So I don't know. But yeah, that's what I've been watching recently. That's it.
All right, sounds good.
What about you?
Really, the only things of note is last night I watched Arrival. That's the Amy Adams movie about the aliens and whatnot.
Oh yeah, yeah. How was it?
Really good. I had the like the twist spoiled for me going in, so like I was like, okay, I'm probably not gonna like this as much because I know kind of what's gonna happen and whatnot.
Mm,
I still ended up bawling my eyes out by the end,
mm,
and it's funny too because it's a sci-fi, very like it's a sci-fi drama, but like it's not like really heavy on the sci-fi. It's more about like language and what it is like to like connect to people and humans and whatnot.
okay.
And the twist happens and I figure it out, and like it's like really deep and emotional, and I'm like bawling my eyes out. I'm watching with my dad and his girlfriend though, and they didn't get the like they didn't understand what was going on yet. So
Yeah.
I'm there crying hysterically,
Oh
and they're
my
like,
God.
and they're looking like, "Why is it sad? Explain to us why this is sad," because it didn't hit them yet.
Oh yeah.
And then like after it ended, I explained to them like, "This is what this means. That's what that means. This is all connected." And my dad like lost it. So like it's a pretty
Oh
complicated and
man.
deep movie.
Okay.
It was really really good though. Uh, like it should have gotten more recognition at the Oscars, but it was fantastic.
Well, I hear that Oscars was pretty rigged anyway. So.
Now, did you watch it at all, or just did you watch my reactions?
Um, I first started seeing something like talking about that stuff, and then I saw your whole like rant and meltdown and breakdown, and then I actually watched the clip, but not with audio because I was like on the subway or something the next day. So I never actually watched it fully, but like I get the gist of it, and it's interesting. So
Yeah. Again, the Oscars are the only award show I really like give a crap about.
mm,
So, I was very invested in it. La La Land did very well the entire night. It got Best Director, Emma Stone, who got Best Female Performance. It won Best Song, Best Costumes. No, not Best Costumes. Best Production. Just overall, La La Land cleaned up for the entire night pretty much. Casey Affleck won Best Actor over
did you
Ryan.
hear about that whole protest thing?
Yeah, I don't want to get into that on the show, but I understand it.
Mm,
But yeah, the big talking point of the final night was during the Best Picture award. A little mix up happened, and the announcers said La La Land won Best Picture, and
yeah.
they get up, they take their Oscars, they start giving their speech and whatnot, and then you see the stage hands running on stage,
Yeah.
envelopes going everywhere, and they're like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And then you find out that Moonlight actually won.
Which half the time I never really know of these movies anyway, so I wasn't like disturbed, but I was like, I have no idea what that movie is. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was funny too. Even in the opening sketch, Jimmy Kimmel like said like this is Saturday in the first half of Moonlight, and like no one reacted. He's like, you guys didn't watch it, did you? And then that's when like the laugh happened. But like Moonlight really no one saw. It won no big awards that night either. I think
Yeah.
like best supporting actor got it, but like that was it.
And then it just wins the biggest one.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't win best director. So the current idea is that just in terms of Moonlight in general, they
Yeah.
just gave it to Moonlight because they were accused of being too white and racist last year.
Mm.
So like this year, there was a much more bigger emphasis on black presenters, black performers. Like they tried like really emphasizing that a lot, and then they give the movie to the black movie. Like, I don't want to call it
Mm.
that, but like the way it's framed, the way it's presented is it's very clear what it wants to be. So they give it to
Mm.
Moonlight. That's again that's whatever. I think that's a bigger deal. Like again, La La Land got enough like recognition last the that night by winning
Mm.
everything else that it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But just that screw up. That's never happened once in all of Oscar history.
Well, as Fong has said, yep, we've seen it before though recently. So,
Yeah. Well, no, Jimmy Kimmel even said that too. He came out and said the apparently this year's Oscars are hosted by Steve Harvey.
oh my
He came out and said that like right when it happened. But like
god,
it was good too because like the La La Land producer, he was very cool. Like he took the mic right away and said, "Guys, it's a mix up." Like he held up like the right card showing Moonlight. Like he was very upfront about it and very cool
well, he
about it.
had to be. He has an image to maintain.
Yeah.
But
So now there's a witch hunt on who's to blame for this entire thing, and I'm pretty sure we all know who it is too. So
do we?
yeah, because so the way they do the envelopes is there is a guy and a girl on both sides of the stage, each with their own set of envelopes. So depending on which side the presenters decide to come from, they're there to get an envelope from one of those two people. So now
Mm-hmm.
before the final, for the best picture, before they did that one, they did best actress in a leading role, which was Emma Stone. She won for La La Land.
Mm-hmm.
So when they were supposed to be handed the final card, the guy on the side gave them the second to last card, which was again just the Emma Stone one again.
Mm.
So he comes out, he opens up the envelope, he sees right away that something's wrong. Like you can watch him like open it up, and he's like fidgeting, he keeps looking at it weird, and then like he doesn't know
Yeah, I
like
saw that.
and then he holds it up to like the woman, like, do you see what I'm seeing here? And she just blurts out La La Land.
That's what I thought was
Because
funny. I'm
that's the
like, what
first
the
thing she
heck?
sees. She says La La Land. I mean, like you can even hear their microphones right after she says that. He's like, no, do you see it? It says Emma Stone. She's like, wait, what? Like you hear that? Like you go back and listen
I
to
need
that.
to listen to
Yeah,
that.
you can go back and listen to it. It's hilarious. So
I thought it was like the dumbest looking charade where apparently it was like, okay, so
that's
this
what I
guy's
thought too.
repeating this
I thought
thing.
like, is he this guy really like that bad of like an actor? Is he really trying to be like funny here? Like this is not funny. He's drawing it out. I thought it was really dumb, but like no, he was worried. And then after everything was said and done, he came back on stage like, I'll show you what happened here. The card says Emma Stone. Like he like made sure he was right. Like so, it's not their fault at all. But
Hmm.
the guy who handed him the card, um, he was fooling around backstage right before that happened, taking pictures of
Define fooling around.
taking selfies with Emma Stone and her Oscar, tweeting a bunch of stuff, yada yada. Like he was
Yeah.
like not giving it his full attention.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like I was following him on social, I was following on social media for the Oscar stuff, and I
Mm-hmm.
see all these tweets of him like tweeting about Emma Stone and whatnot. And the fuck up happens. Immediately, he deletes the last 15 minutes of tweets,
Mm.
pictures, reply, like anything. He deletes them all.
So it's safe to say he got fired.
Um, if he's not fired already, I'm sure that he's getting a stern talking to. Like
Ooh.
everyone knows it was him. Like he can't hide it. There's even a part where he's on stage with like when they're like figuring out what happened, and you see a woman say like what happened, and you see him go, "Oh like he knows it was him."
Mm.
So yeah, I'm
Well,
not gonna name names or point them out, but like there's a clear like we know what happened here.
also to answer the chat about this, true. Bonnie and Clyde. Think about it. Yeah, that is true. They messed it up. That was their role. They were still in character after all these years.
Yeah, that was the joke. It was
Um,
Bonnie and Clyde struck again. Oh, the Oscars were directed by M Night Shyamalan. Oh, like and now Josh, you've seen La La Land, right?
yeah, I saw it before you.
Yeah. How fitting is what happened at the Oscars
Oh my God, it's
in
like the
relation
movie.
to the end of La La Land?
Oh God, it's true. So true. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, they still had relatively successful lives. And at the end of the day, they still won 6 Oscars. So very interesting.
Yep. I
Hmm.
again, so it was. If you go back on Twitter, twitter.com/King01, you can go back to my tweets from that night. It's like, yay, La La Land. Wait, what? What the? What is going? No, what? Like I tweeted like word per word, like what was
No, you
going.
were seriously having a breakdown. I got concerned.
I
But
I kept rewatching. Like after it ended, I kept rewinding and watching it. Like, did he walk out with the same envelope? But then you saw Emma Stone holding her envelope in the crowd. Like, was the envelope not sealed? No, that was a sealed envelope. Like, did
mhm.
he like what possibly happened? I couldn't figure it out. But yeah,
I don't know, man. But
that was the
just to
Oscars.
answer Fong's question, yes, Tomas, that is Mr. Fong in the flesh. But true, where is the Oscar for Soul Plane? That is a great question, actually. Oh man, that was an interesting movie. I'll tell you that.
Indeed.
Anyway,
All right. What was this last thing you want to talk about here?
Archer Dreamland.
Woo!
So I don't think there's any new info on it, but they posted a new graphic the other day.
Well, I can't talk about it. I've seen the first episode.
It's out?
No, Comic Con.
Uh, well, so there was at least some promo put up the other day, so it reminded me, and I was like, "Yay, I'm excited." So I don't know. That's it. New season of Archer. And
Have you seen what Pam looks like yet?
no,
I told you about that whole thing, right?
yeah,
Where we're not sure if she's playing a guy or a girl yet.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, Detective Poovy.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. That I'm really excited for. Just 'cause I want to see what they do with that because that's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. All right. I mean, that's pretty much it. I just saw the 1 minute thing. I don't even remember when it comes out, but
Oh, let's look that up right
is
now.
that March or April? I thought it was maybe like mid-March, end March.
Archer Dreamland.
Uh,
That did not bring up
April 5th.
April 5th. Okay,
All right.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it'll be in our thoughts and prayers. Um, so that is it for the television and movie segment.
Yep. Let's move on. We have a lot of news to talk about, so let's go
We
through
do.
the news.
We do.
Let's hear your feedback about all these talking points. First, Kickstarter Corner. Anything to report or not really?
Uh, Not more updates yet. Should be getting maybe one more thing from the ear thing, the headphones,
Yep.
where
Yep.
they're going to be actually prompting me to take a picture and whatnot and do all that stuff within another couple weeks or so. So hopefully I should be getting those in by April, late April. We'll see. That's it. Oh, also, the one other thing, that game I mentioned last time, Nightcra, it's that like Steam game where you like kind of travel through galaxies and stuff. All this week, and actually it was up. It was up like right now, as we were starting recording this. I don't know if it's still up, but I might just watch it after. They were streaming on Twitch, the actual creator of the game, because I think it was literally just one person that made this, and he is live streaming his like kind of creative process and what he's still working on with the game, and so people can feel free to comment and stuff and ask questions and show off a bit of the game before it comes out. So actually, it's kind of a cool little thing. So
Nice.
it's just on Twitch. I don't remember the Twitch channel offhand, but the game is Nykra, Nykra. So it's kind of cool. That's only this week they're showing it off.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about our first thing here. Let's be really quick.
Yeah.
Yesterday, February 27th, was Pokemon's 21st anniversary.
Yeah, I never thought about it, but it makes sense. Yeah, we are older than Pokemon, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Feel
by a couple years.
But yeah,
Pikachu's now able to drink finally. He's 21.
that's true.
Ash
He can
is,
go to those clubs, man.
Ash is still 10 after 21 years.
He can go to those clubs, man. the little kid club.
Yeah.
But
Like there's not much news here to talk about.
no,
But like Pokemon's
surprisingly, they didn't really do much on the day.
Well, in all fairness, last year was the 20th anniversary, and they celebrated that the entire year.
That is fair.
We had new games. We had Pokemon Go. We had so many Pokemon cards. We had a new Pokemon game itself. Like we just had everything last year. So I don't think they had much to show this year. The only big thing I've noticed right now in Pokemon Go, you can find a Pikachu with a party hat.
Until
which-
like March 6th or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they released a bunch of shorts on YouTube, and they were like, "Oh, what's your favorite Pokemon?" and whatnot, but like nothing crazy.
I mean, the other thing is there's been some more news popping up lately with like Switch and Pokemon and what's gonna happen, and there was like one new interview sort of on that, but nothing's really come of that. So
Do you think
Yeah.
that we're gonna see Pokemon Stars this year, like November?
I feel like it's got to be a different name. It just there's no
But-
way.
But do you-
Usually
but do you-
those.
but do you think they're gonna either port Sun and Moon to the Switch or make a sequel to it on the Switch? Because
Honestly,
I can see getting the Black and White 2 treatment just on the Switch.
I can definitely see that too, but I think part of it depends on how the Switch has been selling once we get to the summer and how that's affecting the 3DS sales, because if 3DS is still doing fine, they're probably still just going to make another thing for 3DS and that might be it. And then maybe Switch. Or they're just like, oh my God, Switch is taking over. Let's just do it for the Switch. So I think that's the one factor, but people are saying it should be coming out regardless at the
Well,
end of this year.
you got to look at their pattern. They release one new Pokemon game every November. The only time they've not done this was last year. There was a gap for 1 year because they pushed it back for the anniversary. So when X and Y came out in October that year, the next year November we had Oros.
hmm
So it would make sense we have Sun and Moon that came out in November now. That we would get either a Diamond and Pearl remake this November, or a Sun and Moon 2, aka Stars, for either the 3DS or the Switch.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of
It doesn't matter
um,
how well the Switch is selling. If they're planning it for the Switch, it's already in development for the Switch.
well, there's
They
already been rumors that the fact that they already mentioned stars with that leak since
Stars with
last
that leak.
November,
They found
they were
full
saying like
models
it
in
was
the.
probably already in development at that time.
Yep.
So I could see it going either way still. But
They found the full walking models for every single
yes,
Pokemon in the data of Sun and
yeah,
Moon.
I
It's like
know.
they're clearly planning for something bigger and better.
I'm ready, man. I'm very excited.
Yo, give me a game where you play as Lily and you go back to Kanto.
I'd, I'd ship it.
Cause she's in Kanto, she's in Kanto right now with
I know.
Lusamine.
Oh, I know.
Did we ever talk about like the game itself, like the story?
I thought we did.
Uh,
It's
like
your boy
like
Guzma.
like you and me played like that night together, and then we didn't
Correct.
like record until
Yeah,
like much later on. But like,
true.
did you like it overall?
I thought it was a very good game.
Yeah, I thought it was really solid. It
I thought they did a very nice job,
it
honestly.
changed up enough, but still felt really good. The
Yeah,
story was great. I like these characters. I like relate more to these characters than any other character in the past games, I think.
yeah, um, the other thing was that we're also talking about, I think last time with the Pokemon Bank thing and all that stuff, and I was like, oh, I should get to that.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually got to that. Uh,
Go on.
not entirely, like not as much as I should, but at least transferred over like 20 competitive Pokemon that I have.
Okay.
Now, what's interesting is that I didn't think about it. Technically, can you transfer them back and forth? Or no? Still no?
I think it's a no. Don't quote me
I
on
wouldn't
that.
think so because it's still cross-gen, but this is the first time that two different generations are on the 3DS. So it makes it kind of interesting.
Now to get the down, did you have to delete and re-download Pokemon Bank?
No.
Okay. People were reporting that for a while. You had to like delete it and re-download it.
I think it was just that I didn't do it for so long that I ended up benefiting from that.
Okay, yeah, that probably makes
So
sense.
all I did was one little update, and then I just connected onto the Wi-Fi and transferred over some guys very seamlessly. And yeah, like that was pretty much it. It was really easy. I'm thinking you might actually be able to, but
Hmm.
not entirely sure. But because the thing is, Pokemon Bank limits you where I don't think you could put Pokemon with HMs and with so, and the fact that now they don't have HM, like I don't, that's not even a problem. So I don't know, but either way, so I transferred over like 20 different guys or something. And I've always been putting it off for the longest time where they give me that message and it's like, oh, you've earned these many points. It could either be battle
Yeah.
miles or battle points. I'm like, shut up. And I just keep pressing like, no. And then I was thinking about it, I'm like, huh, wait, I'm going on to my Pokemon Sun version. Give me the battle points. You know how many I've saved up?
A
Like
lot,
casually?
probably.
I had like 2,000 something battle points,
Damn.
which that's a lot.
Yeah.
I go into the Battle Tree store thing, and I was like, oh, I'll take one of
Give
these.
gimme.
Like I was like, you know what? Let me buy 3 life orbs just because. Let
Oh
me
my
buy two
god.
focus sashes. I still have like 1,500 left or something. I trade over my Gyarados that I've always used in
Yeah, yeah,
competitive and
yeah.
stuff. Bought the Mega Gyarados stone thing. I like, oh my god, like I'm rich. So I need to, still follow that up and complete it. But like I can literally buy everything in the store. Like pretty good. So if you actually been saving those up, you should do that.
That's a very good idea, actually.
Um, yeah, so it's been kind of cool. I got to test out some stuff, and I was like, hey, it works. But I didn't get to do like red and blue and yellow stuff yet. But
Yeah, I haven't even touched that yet either.
that'll be fun. I'm curious. I want to see what happens to my guys. I'm like, oh no.
Hopefully you have good luck and get some good natures and good whatever.
Yeah, I mean, of course I can do whatever I want anyway with other iterations of it,
Well,
but
yeah, just but it's nice to see what happens to those
yeah,
original teams.
exactly. So that'll be kind of cool eventually. But yeah, so that's it with that. That was my little thing I wanted to share.
Yeah, yeah, that's really all the Pokemon news. There's a new TCG expansion coming out in like 2 months.
Are you holding a new mouse pad?
Mega Blaziken mousepad thing. Yeah,
I just looked up. I'm like, why do I see something moving so violently on my screen? And I look up as he's like twirling something like a flag twirler. Come on,
yeah.
flag twirlers.
No, did you see that video I did of like opening up all those Pokemon boxes to make a custom booster box?
No, I no.
Okay, thanks.
Uh,
All right, let's.
business transactions.
Uh,
Yeah.
did you see my joke about Mr. Peanut Butter hosting the Oscars?
Oh, that was beautiful. Once I saw that, I knew you were off the edge. Like you went off the deep end at that point. You just lost your mind, but I
Yep.
was loving it. Anyway.
All right, let's talk about YouTube TV.
Ooh.
Now you saw this right before we started recording,
Because he
so
told me to. Yeah.
YouTube announced today a new service called YouTube TV,
Correct.
or for about $30 a month,
35.
$35 a month. Basically, it's cable television, but on YouTube. You
Now,
have
granted, they say like 40 channel.
Yeah, it's the basic 40 channel plan that comes with most cable companies, and then you can buy the premium channels. Like,
Now, for the sports fans out there, it also said regional sports channels. So hey, that's not bad.
yeah, oh, that's really good actually. It's like local teams and whatnot.
Well, I mean, generally what you get now. So if you're in New York, and especially like in around where we are, you'd obviously get the Mets and the Yankees. But if you're somewhere like what's kind of cool is actually if you live in like New Jersey or the edge of like in like Philly or something,
Hmm.
you end up getting like Philadelphia teams, you get New York teams, you get whatever. So it's actually kind of cooler if you live there for your regional coverage, but yeah, so you'd get it wherever. So yeah, basic kind of stuff. That's cool.
That's pretty awesome, and they're integrating this with all YouTube. So basically, you can have this up to six TVs or six like devices, quote unquote, in your house. So if
Hmm.
you have multiple TVs, multiple family members and whatnot, you get unlimited DVR cloud storage. So if you want to record every episode of Adventure Time for now until you die, you can record that all through your DVR, all stored in the cloud. They're integrating YouTube Red into the cable things. All the YouTube Red shows and whatnot will be saved. Like, well, not saved, but you'll be able to have access to them through YouTube TV. And they're even talking about things like, let's say you're watching the latest episode of like Game of Thrones through their HBO channel.
Hmm.
After the credits start rolling, when like now on YouTube, when like a video ends, it's just other videos around like the side of the screen. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you should check these out. So
Uh-huh.
now, after Game of Thrones ends, the screen shrinks a little bit, and then you see YouTube videos for like Ken O'Connor's live reaction to Game of Thrones or something like that. Like, it recommends the content you're watching to YouTube videos that relate to it.
Mm.
So people like have like those big like theory like One Piece theory videos and whatnot, or like things like that. Like you watch One Piece on YouTube TV, boom, it'll mention like YouTube, like it'll mention like One Piece like YouTube channels along the side for you to like
Mm.
watch and join too.
Okay.
It's an amazing deal, honestly. Like I've wanted to cut the cord now with cable for a while. I got rid of my cable box a couple years ago. My dad, on the other hand, has bought more cable boxes since then, so it hasn't really been like progressive enough, I guess.
This is why your dad's amazing. That makes perfect sense to me. But yes,
What,
continue.
buy more cable boxes
Love it.
just to spite me?
Love it.
I hate you. Well, no, because for the longest time we had a cable box in my room and the living room. That's all we needed, and then we got rid of the one in my room, and we only had the
Well,
one.
come on, he's got to get one for his bedroom.
Well, no, he doesn't have one in his bedroom.
But
He has one in the work. Okay, so now currently we have one in the workout room
how does the man sleep?
with a pillow.
But he needs his TV.
He does. He's not. He needs complete silence to fall asleep. He's not like a background noise guy like we are.
But he's the man.
He is the man. That's why he doesn't need technology to fall asleep. But we
Fine.
have one in the gym, one in the living room, one in Joey's room, one in Michaela's room, one in the guest room. I think just another one somewhere just sitting around. I don't even know. So we have so many keel boxes now, and just getting YouTube TV would be a huge, huge improvement to all this stuff.
I mean, we've talked about this before because we spoke before this, but like I see it's definitely beneficial to people, especially like your situation and stuff. For me, in my situation, it's actually more expensive
Yeah,
for
because
me,
you're
but
by yourself and you have a package plan that's very good for what you want right now.
yeah, but it is very exciting, honestly.
They're also talking about things like right now every cable box is at most a 1080p cable box. There's no such thing as a 4K cable box yet because there's no like
Well,
live
that
stream.
makes sense.
There's no like live cable 4K content. But
Yes.
they're saying like, hey, if you have a 4K TV and you have YouTube TV, once they start putting out 4K content, you're good. You don't need to switch out a cable box. You don't need to pay more or anything like that.
Now thinking about it, whatever happened? It was like 7 or 8 years ago, or maybe a little more recent. They came out with those 3D TVs.
Well, 3D TVs have gone away. If you there was actually an article last month where I think Samsung and Sony said they're no longer supporting 3D.
Huh.
Like they said, yeah, it's a fad. We're not doing it anymore. They don't sell. No one wants them. Goodbye.
Hmm.
So that's going away. But 4K is growing more and more. Every Netflix show nowadays is 4K. So people are buying 4K TVs just for Netflix.
They are getting cheaper.
They are getting cheaper and they're looking great. Now we have 8K on the horizon, curved TVs, and YouTube.com and leather pants and
Well, I mean the problem is like it's still like I saw a really good deal, but it was still like $500 for a 4K TV, but it was
yeah, but
like
compared to like a
no, I
couple
know.
thousand a couple years ago,
Yeah, I know.
like
So,
500 bucks for a 4K, goddamn.
I mean, thing is I'll still take mine. My TV was half the price and it's like 48 inch
I
for
agree with
250.
I agree with Slayer in the chat. He says 3D should stay in movie theaters.
Probably true.
Like
It's definitely easy to make for movies. Very easy.
even 3D movies, if it's not natively shot with 3D in mind, like they shouldn't even do it. Like so many movies nowadays, like they convert it to 3D
Hmm.
later on to make an extra
Yeah.
like buck.
Yeah.
Like that's no good.
I think it does add a little bit of a flair. Like I kind of do like it.
Like the best 3D I've ever seen was James Cameron's Avatar, because
Still never saw that movie.
it was meant for that. It made the entire like screen feel more like more depth to the screen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I that of course brings it back to BoJack. Was an Avatar one best movie or whatever?
Did Avatar come out this year? Who knows?
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, YouTube TV.
yes, so the YouTube TV.
Again, I YouTube's pretty like critical to like my life at this point. Well, I shouldn't say that, but like I've been so entwined with YouTube now for years that
True.
it's nice seeing them like move onto a major platform like this.
I think this is a better direction than YouTube gaming. But
Well, the problem with YouTube Gaming is they came up with YouTube Gaming and it hasn't been updated since that day. I'm telling you, they have not added a thing to YouTube Gaming still.
because I think they realized we're in the wrong space. So now they're moving to a better space, which makes more sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah.
All right, well, and speaking of gaming, let's move on to our
Yeah.
next topic, the
Sure.
Xbox Game Pass. This was announced today. Do you know what this is, Joshy?
I don't fully know because I saw a couple things quick, but I'll just let you explain it kind of
Okay,
thing.
think Xbox,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
think Netflix.
Sure.
Pay $10,
Hmm.
100 games.
Define 100 games.
Halo 5. Like, let me see if I can pull up a list of all the games they have out right now. So right now they only have 100 games. They will add more to this library in the future. Let me pull up the list. But yeah, it's $10 a month, and it's a subscription for the Xbox One, and basically you have access to all these games, like a library on Netflix.
Now, does that have to mean that you need Xbox Live Gold?
Yes,
So it's an additional $10
correct.
on top of the $50 or $60 a year,
Yes,
and it's $10 a month.
yes,
The prices add up for these things, man.
it does. But $10 a month for like again, like I pay like $7 a month for Netflix as it is.
Yeah, but that's that's
A
not.
hundred games, Josh.
Well, how many are you actually gonna play?
Well, okay, so like the ones in the picture here, like they don't have the full list out yet, but this picture would load. Like in the picture here, we have Halo 5 Guardians, Saints Row 5, Mad Max, NBA 2K16, the Lego Batman game, the entire Mega Man collection, Terraria, Payday, the new Gears of War game, the entire Fable series, the entire Tekken series, Soul Calibur series. Like, it's pretty damn good.
It is pretty cool.
And if you want, once you've played the game and you want to buy it for yourself and always keep it, you get a discount off of it too. Again,
Nintendo should take from that.
I don't.
If
I
they
don't.
want to do that.
I don't have. Oh, they should. Yeah. I don't have an Xbox One, but
The entire Tekken series.
yeah, it says here they have the latest Tekken game, and then they're said to include every other one that was available on the Xbox One and 360.
That is pretty cool. Netflix is only $7 for you.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It may have gone up to $8. I think. Like I think there was like a price change recently, but like
That sounds right.
I just remember seeing like the $7 on my credit card bill for the longest time.
Double checking. Yeah. Wait. There's like 3 prices. What the heck?
Well, yeah, it's how many people can be watching it at the same time, what
Oh,
quality. Yada,
so it's
yada.
like there's like the basic one's $8, then $10, then $12.
Yeah, I have the $8 one then.
Gotcha.
Oh, Xbox Live Gold is not required.
That then makes a lot of sense.
It's only required if there's a multiplayer aspect
That
in the game. You
okay,
download.
that's fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, you think about it. If the whole point is to play like that old Halo game that you never really played, who's gonna really be playing that online at this point? Probably, granted, at least probably 1,000 people at all times. But there's like, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's a really
good idea.
That's a
Then.
really
I like
good
that.
idea.
I actually really like that.
And while we're on this topic, just something like I'll throw in. It's not on our list, but did you hear about what Twitch announced this week? Also with gaming.
I'm trying to think. I mean, they already have their IRL section.
That's not gaming.
I know. Gaming. I feel like I've heard this actually. Oh man. I don't know why Slayer keeps typing Ekbach, but I'm not.
Xbox. It's a JonTron thing.
Uh, I'm not sure actually. What's Twitch doing?
So, you're back a while ago. Amazon bought Twitch.
Correct.
So now, starting soon, I think they said in the spring, if you are on Twitch and you see me playing Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus,
Sure.
and you're like, "Yo, Kind King is so cool. He lost some weight. He's looking good. I want to play this game too." Underneath my name on like my Twitch page, there'll be a buy Binding of Afterbirth Plus.
Yeah.
Click that button, and you're buying it right through Amazon, whether it be physically or digitally. The streamer gets 5% of the sales.
What?
Yep.
Are they trying to get rid of that G2A website?
Well, that everyone's trying to get rid of that to begin with, but it's
that's very interesting though.
it's basically a referral program. You see someone playing a game that you like,
yeah.
you refer to them.
It's a direct, like, seamless, streamlined process that actually like makes sense. You know, Amazon's been trying that with their like, you see those dash buttons that you can get?
Yeah, I have one.
For what?
Toilet paper. I'm kidding. I don't have one of them, but
but they are actually cool, and they're trying to really integrate that more in that type of technology, and I think that makes perfect sense. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that.
No,
So,
well, I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Here's the caveat. Okay.
well, the guy that streams a ton will get a ton of extra revenue.
No, not besides that. So let's say I'm playing a game that's really crappy, but I want to sell copies. Yo, this game is the absolute best. 10 out of 10. Go, guys, in the link down below, buy this game. You will love it, yada, yada.
Okay.
So people think, again, like I'm not too concerned about it, but people think that people will start being not genuine about the games they're playing in an effort to sell more games.
Couldn't people already do that?
They could, but now
People make YouTube videos reviewing things, people playing it, even
but
like
now there's
wherever. They could be playing on Twitch and be like, yo, this game's actually really fun.
Yes,
Someone gets it.
but now there's direct incentive to make money off of it.
Okay, granted, it's easier, but I think I don't see it.
Again, I'm not too worried. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I'm not too worried about it at all. But
I
my
mean, I think it'll only be a problem for the people that it's already been a problem for, like those 13-year-old kids or like
yeah,
10-year-old kids or something, where they're watching something, beg their parents, and they just easily already clicked and they're like, "Oh, yeah, I bought this." They're like, "What?" But
there's been other talks too, like why is only 5% like of the sale? Like I think 5% is a pretty good deal.
I
Like
think that's relatively
compared to
generous
like
for, like not doing much.
yeah, like you see people all the time donate like 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 to Twitch streamers. Like that's great, but like it's like to buy a game and also support them too. Like
I mean,
people like some people can't afford to throw money at a Twitch stream for no reason. But
that's the
I'll
thing.
hey,
If
I'll
someone
buy my
actually wants,
game through your link and give you 5%. Like that's a
yeah, I
good
mean,
deal.
some people really like watching this. Like I watched a random stream yesterday on Horizon Zero Dawn, and I was like, "Yo, this game looks hot." That's why like I texted you after that. I was watching some random Twitch stream, and technically I could have supported that stream through through this system and been like, "Hey, now I want to pick it up." I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
So works for me.
Yeah, I think it's an absolutely great thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know, like if I'll be able to take advantage of it. I think it's only gonna be like the bigger streamers will be able to do it and whatnot. Like those
Yeah,
like partnered through
that's fair.
Twitch and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's just basically another revenue source because you have the bit thing, you have actual donations, now you have this benefit. Aside from then, if Twitch streamers take it over to YouTube, you get all those benefits. You can get sponsorships other ways. So it just adds to the list of possible revenue avenues.
yeah,
Sounds cool. But yeah, so yeah,
yeah.
very nice.
Yes, cousin Thomas, you do support me. I should shout right now that cousin Thomas has supported the JK podcast, my Twitch channel, and my YouTube channel probably more than anyone else has. So thank you.
And you still have not put up a donation wall, man. I'm just scrolling down and I don't see it
I don't have a donation wall.
on your Twitch stream.
Did I not? I thought I
You have a
did.
donation section. You don't say who donated, how much, when.
Oh, okay. Yes, I should do that then.
The
Thank
whole
you.
point is you put up, you're like top donators or whatever, and
Well,
usually it's like
I forgot to make a crown for that. I still have to change the question
it's
mark around.
it's like that too. But you'd have like an all-time donation list and stuff. So
Okay,
it's always kind of cool because it gives people recognition that they rightfully deserve. Like the cousin Thomas, man, he comes in the clutch.
I know he does.
Love that man.
So do I.
So, good people got to be
Don't say you
recognized.
love him as if I don't love him.
I'm just putting out there that I do.
How
I'm
much?
not
How much
implying that you don't.
would you kiss him on the lips? Life and death. He will die if you don't do it. Will you do it?
Yes,
Okay. Not life and death. Will you do it?
most likely not.
Wow.
What do
Okay.
what do you want me to say? Like,
That you would make out with cousin Thomas on the podcast right now.
no. What
Thomas, come on over. Kiss John.
do you mean? Come on over. We're not even in the same spot. He'll
I
come to
know.
your house and kiss you.
It's
Sure. Oh my God.
okay. Don't make me fantasize. Let's move on with this. See, he says right there.
Oh my God. Okay, Gabby, hands down, greatest comment. Oh my God. That's so true.
I can't change it. No, that was our talking point. Yes, we got off the track. I'm not fine. You know what? Here, I'll do it. I'll change it right now for Gabby.
I'm waiting. There's a delay, so I can't see it yet
Yeah.
either. Oh man, come on, change.
Am I allowed to come over?
Wait, what? What? No, wait, what? Oh my God.
I can't make it scroll, so I'm just dragging it back and forth.
Manual scroll. Yo, the scroll is not not properly left to right, but yes.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's move along.
Apparently people love your newest topic headline. Wow.
Yes.
Oh
See, that's
man.
the big
Okay.
bucks right there. All right,
Yeah,
let's move on to Horizon Zero Dawn.
yeah. Okay.
This game looks effing amazing.
Holy frickin' moly, as your
But
favorite YouTuber would say, Ken.
oh, shut
Uh,
up! No, I unsubscribed from him and like left that out. Like I've forgotten all about him, so
oh, very nice.
I do not care about him. He is a hack.
Okay, great. So the game does look phenomenal, not gonna lie. It's basically you take Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, put it on a PS4, make it better graphics, better specs, and more sci-fi techy kind of thing.
Hmm.
Post-apocalyptic, kind of like Zelda, but more
Is it?
post-apocalyptic.
I have not like ruined like the story for myself at all. Is it post-apocalyptic?
It honestly, I think it is more or less.
Because from what I've seen, like all of the creatures, at one point they had proper names, like they were like tools or something. Like they had like a proper branding name, and then
Yeah.
over time it's called like, oh, those like the Nerf herders or like the long longs or like stuff like that.
Well, because
Don't
I'm also confused in it because I watched endless Zelda content, but the whole thing was like there are villages with people and stuff too
yeah,
that you
yeah.
do interact with. And I thought the whole premise was almost like that society has been without order for so long and now it's almost like reforming in a way. Like it's
Well,
like
I know
sort of
like
post-apocalyptic.
there are like cults in the game too, and like
Yeah,
rival
I mean
factions.
it's like in that same vein. Like that kind of topic. But
Yeah,
it's such a cool looking game. And I mean there's so many different weapons, there's so many different even little trap things that you can do
yeah.
where you can literally set rope
I
along
thought
like
it
a
was gonna be
spot.
mostly bow and arrow, but I'm seeing like rail guns and like
Yeah.
traps and all
It's
sorts of
just I guess
things.
bow and arrow is like the staple of this game because it looks the flashiest and it's got all whatever and you can find the vital points and try and shoot at it. But like it's just a full-fledged game that looks really nice and it's literally like in my opinion it's the higher res version of Zelda. Like literally it's the same concept in a sense.
Yeah, that's the big debate happening right now. Like, will Horizon take away from Breath of the Wild's thunder?
And vice versa because Nintendo's coming out with a whole new system and this game and people then won't have time to play Horizon like yourself.
Yeah, like I said at the top of the show that I am holding back from Horizon just because I know it's gonna be amazing. I know it's gonna be open world and gigantic and fantastic. But if I play all of that this week, I'm gonna be burned out by the time Zelda comes out. And even now, like I'm getting Zelda Thursday night. I'm gonna play it as much as I can until I beat it. And
Hmm.
then after that, like, do I jump right into Horizon? Or do I wait a little bit so I can let my body like it's gonna be a big open world amazing game.
Mm.
So I don't know. Like I'm very happy that it's getting such good reviews. It's getting like amazing reviews too. There's a lot of murmuring at the beginning of the month that like, oh, they're kind of like releasing it under the rug. Like it's not that great, yada yada. And it's
Mm.
coming out and getting nines, tens, nines, tens. Like the only big critique is like, oh yeah, the facial features are a bit wooden at points. But
That I
like,
actually noticed, yeah.
yeah, but like it looks amazing. A big worry I have is most of the footage I've seen has been from a PS4 Pro. I have not seen what it looks like on a normal PS4 yet.
Oh, okay.
So like I'm sure it still looks beautiful, but like is it that beautiful? Because the PS4 is getting that update where it adds better graphics to games even if they're not optimized for it. Like it's just an overall boost mode.
Mm.
So even if that game isn't optimized with a patch for the PS4 Pro, it probably is getting a boost anyway. And it looks beautiful and it just yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just really praying that it will somehow be ported over to the PC.
It's not going to.
It needs to be.
It's a PS4 exclusive. That never happens.
I want to play it. But then I have Zelda, so then I'm okay. But
Yeah.
like it looks cool. Ah,
Do you not have a PS4?
no, Daniel does.
Well, there you go.
He might be getting it, honestly. I
When is
should
that?
ask him
When is the
actually.
update coming out? The boost update? I think it's already out if you got into the beta. If not, it'll be out within the next month, I think. Though I'm not 100% on that though. But I know some people have it already.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Uh,
It looks amazing. It stars the character from Brave.
what?
You ever see Disney's Pixar's?
Oh, just because she's a redhead. Oh my God.
She's a redhead with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, it's true. Good
If you
point.
could change your feet, would you?
What? That must be from the movie.
Yeah, well, in the movie, she has a very a heavy Scottish accent, and she says, "If you could change your fate, would you?" But like the way she says is, "If you could change your feet, would you?"
Ooh.
So that's been a recurring joke between me and my buddy. Every time we see her, what?
Never mind. I'm just reading the comments.
Literally me? What does that to?
Redhead with a bow and arrow.
Does Gabby have a bow and arrow, and does she have red hair?
She has red hair, but I never heard about a bow and arrow. So now I'm gonna accurately display my reaction. That's one of the greatest ones, to be fair. Apparently, she has a bow and arrow. That's somewhat terrifying, but yes.
All right, let's round off the show with our biggest topic of the night.
Yo.
The Nintendo Switch is mere hours away.
Well, to be fair, it's always been mere hours away.
Mere than it's been since yesterday.
Mirror. Yes. Not
No,
spelt like mirror. Mirror.
mirror. It comes out Thursday night, midnight on the East Coast here in the good old US of A. I am picking mine up from GameStop that night. I am picking up with Breath of the Wild, and I'll be streaming it from midnight till further notice.
Wow.
What's
That
your
sounds fun.
What's your Switch plans?
Well, first I'm gonna dine with the Marvel. No, but
What?
so nothing. You must date the
I
Marvel.
Marvel. Be the I got it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Perfect censorship. But yeah, so my Switch should be getting delivered from Best Buy to my apartment some point on Friday.
Ooh.
And I mean, I've got to go in for some journal stuff and some work stuff, so I'll be doing that full day Friday. But once I get back, Switch time. So probably be playing the Switch for the first time Friday night, and by that point you'll probably have beaten the game. No, I'm kidding.
It's a very
But
big game. I don't think I'll beat it for a couple of days.
but hopefully I'll get a few hours in on Friday, and then hopefully get a little bit of time Saturday night because I'm busy all Saturday too. But then all Sunday is all Switch. So pretty
Nice.
hyped. And yeah, I don't know. I'm all both of us. We just got the one thing coming. We got the Switch and Zelda.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna try to find a Pro controller either that night or like when stores open up that day, because the Pro controller really seems like the best way to go. You were talking about earlier how we've been watching tons and tons of Switch videos, and they keep saying like, yeah, the Joy Cons feel great, the grip feels good too, but the Pro controller's where it's at.
yeah, I mean, like I've probably watched. I can't even quantify. Like I've watched so many things of like at least like 20 different YouTube people unboxing it, talking about it, showing bits of gameplay, their thoughts on it. Like I know way too much about this game already, about the basic stuff about the game. So like, and people have said all this stuff. It's true. People have said about that with the controller, and that's why I'm thankful I actually did pull the trigger and buy that. But I mean, clearly it is playable still, and it's fine. And people do say, some people do say they do prefer to actually just play it in the handheld mode,
Mm.
just because some of the frames like they don't drop with the whole like tall grass stuff.
Yep, yep, I saw that.
So you might actually prefer to do it like that anyway for a little bit.
I'm gonna to stream it. It needs to be in TV mode.
Oh, you're okay. That's
So
fair.
I'm probably gonna keep it in TV mode most of the time. And knowing me, I'm probably not gonna want to play unless I'm on stream playing. So I'll probably be keeping it
The dock.
in the dock for most of that night. Maybe during the day if I like go AFK or offline, I'll take it out and play with it a little bit like that. Because I plan on doing an unboxing video right when I get home, like showing it off because kind of king of boxes crap. Um,
Ah.
and I'm gonna test out a bunch of things. I want to test out the amiibos. I'll add a bunch of friends if the because the biggest thing is the night of there's gonna be a day there's a day one update already.
Yeah,
We
because
know
it
for
adds the online connectivity.
exactly. So I'm hoping that Nintendo servers don't crap out because I can see me getting home, me unboxing it, and then I go do the update and it's like 1%. 3 hours later, 2%.
Yeah, it's true.
Like I can totally see that happening if Nintendo servers just bomb. So
Yeah, that is a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess we'll see about that. But it all sounds exciting. So
Hmm.
I mean, it'll be quite the full day. I mean, you'll be playing it since the beginning, but I'll be playing it towards the night. I'm assuming at some point, probably on Friday night, we'll be talking about it a little bit or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be like, oh my God. Of course, you're going to be further than me, naturally. I would
Mhm.
assume so.
Well, here's the thing.
But I
So
know, I know, you can't quantify because you could start going anywhere. First of all, I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing to the final boss. To me,
you,
first of all,
you don't want to con Ganon right away
that
because
kind
you
of
told me
defeat
to.
exactly. No, but like it defeats the purpose, honestly, in my opinion, because the whole point is this huge world. Why would I purposely rush to the final
You
thing?
know, all the tryhards are gonna want to get to Ganon first and try to beat him.
Well, yeah,
I
but
hope that's
my
impossible.
objective
I
is
hope that
I
people.
literally want to just explore.
No, so do I. I hope people try to get to Ganon though and just get their asses handed to them over and over again. I hope
Well,
that it's so hard, like even by
yeah,
video game logic, that you can't do it.
there's got to be someone that's going to be able to crack it after hours and hours. But
Probably a Dark Souls player.
yeah, but but I mean, for me, like, yeah, of course, you can't quantify because maybe you'll start off going off the Great Plateau to the left, and I'll go to the right, and like whatever. But it'll be kind of cool to be like, hey, how many shrines did you pass? How many, whatever. So
Yeah.
it'll be great. So I'm
Plus, if
looking
you
forward to that.
if you use the amiibo or not, like an extra item might change the entire course of how we explore.
It's true. I mean, like, I don't have any of those amiibo,
Hmm.
so
I'll be getting all the amiibo that night, hopefully.
I mean, the only thing technically is I do have the Wolf Link, but I still have really dropped the ball on that. I have not played Twilight Princess yet.
Neither have I.
So,
I was
you,
thinking of playing it all week leading
yeah,
up to Breath of the Wild,
that
but
would have
like,
been smart. You could have streamed that too.
yeah, but I was like, I don't think I could beat Twilight Princess in a week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never beaten it myself.
I'd be stressed trying. I don't know. I just didn't. I figured not to risk it.
I mean, honestly, the kind of cool thing now thinking about it is, okay, here's the thing. I think it's official. I've also watched tons of review and discussion on the Zelda DLC,
Yeah.
and we talked about it a little bit.
Yep.
I'm gonna cave in and get it.
Yeah. So am I.
Now, doesn't that actually also come out on Friday?
Yeah, it should be actually.
So we do get our free Nintendo Switch shirt.
I'm not wearing the goddamn shirt.
Oh, I will wear that for a total of 5 seconds to laugh and to take a picture and send to you. But I could press the share button. Ooh.
Ooh.
Um, but yeah. So I mean, along with that, that does give a few new items, which is cool. But what I'm saying is mainly about that DLC stuff is that they're going to be adding stuff then in the summer and in the holiday or whatever.
Yep.
So in theory, we're done playing Zelda initially
By
before the summer.
yeah.
So we'll have beaten it, done whatever. And then in that time, it would be smart, I would think, to actually then find some time at some point between the summer and like holiday to sit down, turn on the Wii U, play that game.
Whoa.
I shut up.
What did
But
you just say?
play the Wii U. What?
Oh,
Correct.
Switch.
No,
Switch.
no. To play the Wii U with Twilight Princess HD.
Oh, okay.
So you go back, you play that in that amount of time before like the new story mode gets added in the holiday. So there still is time. And then you can fully utilize your Wolf Link.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be cool. I really do want to play that game and beat that game cuz like it looked pretty good. Like I didn't even beat the Wind Waker one, but I got pretty far in it on the
Hmm.
remake for Wii U and it looked really nice.
Yeah.
So I really should get back. I should really play that at some point. But yeah. But the Zelda man, I love it. I don't know. I cannot wait to play it. I've literally watched people play it, the gameplay,
Again,
all the time.
I've watched very little just because I want to be as spoiler free as possible.
I mean, I haven't seen like the world of spoilers because that whole like Nintendo embargo thing.
Yeah,
But
but the game is officially leaked out there now, though.
I haven't. Oh well, some people have been putting out like 3 hours of gameplay or whatever. There's a couple of those videos. I haven't clicked on those. I watched the ones where they strictly go by the rules, be like, here's the first little stuff, can't really show you much. So people are only using like basic little swords and things.
Gotcha.
But oh, it just looks so
It
cool and I
looks
want to
so
play it. And the
good.
different little attacks and the two-handed weapons look really good actually.
The
Like
suits of armor you can wear, and the
mm,
fact that like lightning can hit you by using too much metal armor and weaponry.
like even one of the guys reviewing it, and had like the copy, whatever, and was strictly going by the rules, whatever. He showed though like the inventory at one part. His guy is wearing like an Ezio, like Assassin's Creed little hood thing. Oh my God! Like I'm getting
That's
that.
probably like a Sheikah cloak. Oh, that's awesome.
I am getting that thing. It looks so cool. Oh my God! So like I'm really excited for even just that little customizing thing.
Mm.
Oh my God, it's great.
So good. So good.
Even
I
banging the
want
table,
you.
very
Bow,
nice.
bow, 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 bow. And again, we should probably so in terms of just how do you want to say this next? You said IGN. You want to talk about that for a little bit, or
Yeah.
okay? What do you want to mention there?
So with my boy cousin Thomas in mind, um, because I know he's the one that he watches his couple other podcast stuff like religiously and whatnot. One of them's that Pat guy, and the other one I forget. But um, they IGN puts on a podcast weekly called Nintendo Voice Chat,
Hmm.
and I actually think they do a very nice job, and it's like an hour and a half podcast usually, and you can find it on like iTunes. It's on YouTube. That might be it, but they do a really nice job, and it's led by the guy Jose Otero. Which, if you've ever watched some IGN stuff, he mainly does their Nintendo stuff or
Hmm.
just general video game stuff that they talk about. He's actually really good. I really like the way he presents the stuff, and they've done some nice discussions on it. So, if you guys ever want to check that out, I think as it is, I think they're going to be coming out with their newest one of the week. Either like I think it's every Wednesday or something. They put one out, so
Okay.
something to look forward to if you want. Um, but yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Um, Also, I don't know. I just kind of jumbled some things in here, but for people also preparing for the Switch now,
Yeah,
I
we
know.
should mention some issues that we're already seeing with the Switch.
Well, wait. Let me say one thing.
Yeah.
I have my one other one, which also I just love how I did the little subheader we would like to play. But
Yeah.
anyway, um,
I didn't know if I should say that or like just you just want to talk about it or
no, I just it was
yeah.
just another subheader. But um, for people also preparing for the Switch, trying to get your things in order. I know I apparently talked cousin Thomas into buying 128 gigabyte micro SD, but
Wow.
I mean it's only $40 to be fair. Like it's
Oh,
actually
that's not
it's
bad at
not that
all.
bad. The thing is for me though, I've been debating whether to go to that level because then I've been going through this internal debate of do I go full digital? I'm like, no,
No,
that's not smart.
I'm not going. I'm going full physical.
I mean, I'm basically gonna do it as if it's an online game, or like a digital only game, then sure,
Oh
digital.
yeah,
If it's
absolutely.
physical, I'll probably just opt for the physical only. I think that's basically how it's gonna go. Regular, kind of like usual. Um, because it's not like a PC, like a Steam library where it just whatever you take it wherever. But and it's also Nintendo has like weird policies half the time, so I don't want to be stuck with it all in one console. I don't know, but
Well, they've already announced that your purchases are now tied to your
yes,
Nintendo Network
that is true.
ID. So
That is true.
hopefully that means you can go through different consoles and it'll follow your name and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, it should do that stuff.
And
I don't know.
also the games are not region locked either,
Yes,
so you can download anything you want.
but I mean, knowing me and prices of the bigger SD cards, still like I'm probably just still gonna go physical mostly. But the thing is, you probably still should honestly pick up a 128 gigabyte
I'm
thing.
probably gonna go 64.
Mm, I mean, the thing
I
is
don't know. I
though,
haven't thought about it yet. So
because like I'm not gonna buy it, but like the Dragon Quest 1 and 2 release thing for the virtual console only, or not virtual, whatever they call it, eShop, I don't know. And like that itself is 32 gig. So like if you plan on getting that, like
well, yeah, it's two giant games in one.
yeah, but like either way, I just feel like it's gonna add up. Like, and we're gonna be talking about these Nindy games, the independent stuff. Those are pretty much well, I don't know, but mostly are probably gonna be like an eShop digital download only. So
Most of them, yeah.
So it's where it becomes like you kind of do need some storage. So, granted, these are probably only like 5 to 10 gig tops. And tops, I mean, like, is probably only around five, but it'll add up. So that's why I do think for $40, a 128 gigabyte micro SD is probably worth it.
Hmm.
But so I might actually be picking one up at some point. But um, so that's something to consider. But also for online connectivity and stuff, I know like for me, I've always had like kind of Wi-Fi issues wherever I've had a system, regardless of where I'm living, wherever. There's always been an issue with Wi-Fi. So I still do Ethernet for all my stuff mainly.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so you should stock up if you want on Ethernet cables. They're also very cheap. I didn't realize how cheap they are.
Oh yeah, they're
But
like nothing nowadays.
I mean, because then I started looking at them like, what is a Cat 5e versus a Cat 5 versus a Cat 6, like all types of cables. So I finally figured it out and I understand it now. So if you do have questions on that, you can ask me later. But I ended up buying um, an Ethernet switch thing. Of course, it's called switch too, but basically it's to expand your Ethernet ports,
Okay.
and it does smart switching between the different active ports at the time, so you don't really lose
Okay.
download speed or
That's
upload
good.
speed. So I bought one of those for literally $20, and it was considered the best home one for like the year 2016.
Okay.
Um, so really nice, has 8 different Ethernet ports in it. So now instead of my desktop being directly plugged into my router, I plugged into there, and then I have 6 other ports. So I bought a USB, not USB, Ethernet cord for the switch, so I'm ready. The problem is then I bought a 15-foot one, and I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna wrap this around, do this. Didn't fit. I'm like, so, but it was like it was a nice Ethernet cord. I'm like, I could probably use it. So I had
Yeah.
to reorder another one that was 25
Oh,
feet then.
Joshy.
So I'm like, oh my god, I'm paying this company twice now. But
That's hard for you.
it is. But they're literally only $7. So and the fact to make it 25 feet as opposed to 15 was like an extra 30 cents. So like
Yeah.
it's really
Is
cheap, honestly. So if you need that stuff, you should do it. And so now that 25-foot one works. I got that one in yesterday. But
nice.
yeah, so I'm all set with that kind of stuff. So it's like all of a sudden this like last minute like scramble where it's like people are like, wait, I need this. Wait, I need this. So, make sure you got your stuff in order. So that's all I'll say. But then yeah, about these issues now, because people have had these review console now. Well, even though they keep saying it's a review thing, like it's a full Switch. Like there's
Yeah, but
nothing.
the fact that not all of the aspects of a Switch on launch are there yet.
Well, that's fair, but like
So it's a review Switch until the day it comes out. They were given to them with the purpose of
yes,
review.
yes, yes, yes. But the thing is, it's funny because I find it ironic because these people have like pre-ordered a Switch, yet they got this. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
understand that.
and then they can do a giveaway. Helps their channel. Helps the
I
Nintendo
I
brand.
guess it just seemed to me that some people actually pre-ordered it and then they're like, wait, I got a Switch. Oh, but then they don't sound like they're canceling. I would have just canceled mine. But
It depends honestly.
yeah. But anyway, so
You
yes,
gotta stay humble with Nintendo honestly.
true. So there is now this whole big thing about the left Joy-Con, not the right one,
No,
but the
no,
left
no,
one.
both of them actually.
Well, I've really heard it more so with the left one, but
Well, yeah, but both of them solve this issue. The
well,
left one
okay,
more so because it has the camera in it.
no, that's the right one.
What does the left one have? The right one doesn't.
Uh,
The AR. I thought the right one had the AR. The left had the camera.
wait,
Either way, when the Joy Cons are in the detached handheld mode, so when the TV when the Switch is docked in the TV, and you're using the two Joy Cons in each hand, not on the grip, just in your two hands. If your hands are covering the sensors on the Joy Cons at all, the controllers themselves will begin to lag and disconnect from the current game. So the base example right now is in Zelda. If you're moving forward, Link forward, and all of a sudden you cover the controller and you let go of the control stick, Link will still keep moving forward because the controller can't send an input to the Switch to stop moving.
did you see that video that Game Explained did or
Yep,
whatever?
yep. They went into I love they went into the settings, went to the
Calibration.
control calibration. You saw directly there how it happened. He
Yeah,
was covering up slowly and just it slowly started like
being less responsive and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing is though, like it's an issue for people that play that way or like whatever, but like I'm really not gonna play that way that
Oh yeah,
often.
and it's such a minor thing too. Like if I notice, oh, I'm covering the sensor, I'll just move my hand.
And also the thing is they were saying it actually is a fixable thing where they'd have to put out basically a system update where it tells the system generally to essentially require a stronger signal.
Yeah, basically, the each Joy-Con I think has like 24 hours of battery life in each Joy-Con.
Hmm.
But right now, it's emitting such a low Bluetooth signal to keep that
Yeah,
power.
yeah, which is
If they
why you
just
get the long
cranked it up, if
length.
they cranked up a little bit and like, okay, now you have 20 hours instead of 24, that's fine with me. Give me the solid connection.
I do think it is 20, but
What, yeah,
I mean
whatever
the
the
point remains the same.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever the number is.
So yeah, I mean that's there. Like the good thing is that's not like a recall fix. That's just an
Yeah,
update fix
yeah,
that you
it
don't
doesn't seem like
have
a
to
hardware
physically
issue.
send it back. You don't have to do whatever. So that I'm happy about. Like I'm happy that it's not this whole disaster. Oh my God, what are we gonna do now? Whatever. So I think it's honestly okay at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
I mean that other people have made complaints about. Well, there's not going to be a virtual console the first day. There's not going to be
Who
Netflix. There's not
cares?
going
Who
to be
cares?
an internet browser. I mean,
Do you
I've
really want to watch House of Cards and play Mario Bros. 3 on day one of the Switch launch? No. Everyone's gonna play Zelda. Everyone wants to play Shovel Knight. Everyone wants to play the new games. Stop crying about no Netflix and no virtual console.
Yeah, I mean, like I've read those comments. I've read people saying the concerns though, where it's valid, where they're like, who knows when it's gonna come out. But to be fair,
Yeah, but
it's
here's
probably not
there's
gonna be that long. But you no, there are some dedicated people, honestly, that like do really use those apps and things.
yeah, but
But
no, there's a big difference between the eShop not being there and the virtual console. The eShop's gonna be there day
that is
one.
true. See, I don't.
You can get
I
Shovel
think
Knight.
some of those people aren't exactly. I don't think drawing that distinction, but I people are honestly having more issue surprisingly with the Netflix thing.
Why?
But I, you know what it is? I think part of it is we take it for granted how many different like avenues we have. I think a lot of it's probably an issue with
But I
also young
refuse to
people.
believe that people are buying a Switch for Netflix.
No, but it's a nice addition, and
Yeah,
then
it's
I'm
gonna be
already
it's gonna
playing.
be
No.
added.
But it's like I'm already playing Zelda. Now I want to go to bed. Let me, throw on some Netflix. Oh wait, but it can't do that. So people get mad like that. I don't know,
How are you gonna throw
but
on Netflix? You can get up and go plugging your Switch into the stand.
well, here's the thing. They don't necessarily have a smart TV. They don't.
No. That's a
They might not have a
it's a
computer.
gaming console. Any video streaming is a luxury built into the console. It's not a requirement, and you're not entitled to it.
Well, the thing is, then you look and it's like, well, Xbox One and PS4 they launched with all that stuff
Who cares?
permanently there.
I'd never use it.
I know. The thing is, that's what I'm saying. We're the wrong people to really be complaining about it, but that is something people are saying. I'm just voicing it out there,
People are dumb.
but I don't see the point because we already have other avenues to access it quite easily, easier. And like, have you ever used an internet browser on any of these systems? It's terrible. Like it goes
Yeah,
so slow. You're sitting there forever trying to type in an address. It's
it's
like,
like back when the
what
Wii
is the
had the Opera browser.
yeah? I mean, it's like what is the point here? Like, I don't get it. So not for me. I don't know. And it's true. Literally, I'm buying the thing to play Zelda day one. Like, I'm gonna be playing Zelda on it,
It's a
and
Zelda console.
that's it. So yeah, but just saying that's been the little other contentious debates out there. Aside from people being like, I didn't pre-order a Switch. What do I do? Well,
Well, you're out of luck.
I mean, the problem is then people are saying there might not be another stock until like early April. I
Yeah,
was like,
the
well,
Reg-
that's kind of alarming on some levels.
Reggie assured that there'd be no supply and demand issue, but it looks like there's gonna be.
Hmm.
So we'll see exactly how bad it is, but
Yeah, so I kind of scared about that, but hopefully that's not the end of the world for some people. Um, yeah.
yeah,
I know the other people, yeah, it's true. We do say Zelda all the time, but I know cousin Thomas, he's getting Bomberman too. He's also getting 1-2 Switch. So I do want to know how those are, by the way. So you gotta let me know. But yeah, so I think it'll be great. And no one's talking about it. Sleeper game of the year, man. Just Dance coming to the Switch.
shut the fuck up.
Hey, man, some people like to dance.
Let's move on to the Nindy titles.
Actually, have you ever seen those? There's new clubs popping up where you wear headphones.
Yeah,
I like that better. Better for your ears, man. You
that
control your own volume.
yeah, but that's been a thing for years now. It's been like the silent dance parties.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. So Nintendo had their big Nindy showcase today. Um,
that is true. Wait, by the way, Switch Hangout. Yes, that is true. Ken, did you want to get in on that?
what's the Switch Hangout?
Cousin Thomas wants to get people over with the Switch, and we all play like local something.
Yeah, if we have a game we can all play locally.
I know. I was just thinking about it.
I don't think of any game besides maybe
Can we play Bomberman?
Bomberman. Yeah, but don't we all need to own it?
Ooh, that may or may not be a problem.
Exactly.
Well, but I can try 1-2 Switch.
Oh yeah, we can play that.
Yeah.
But again, we don't all need our switches, so we just need a single switch for that.
Well, that is true. Fair enough. Either way, it sounds cool.
It's gonna take a while for me to get used to like carrying this thing around with me, and like I need to get a good case for it and whatnot. I gotta see how it feels.
Yeah, man. But give me the deets. We'll go.
Yeah, man.
But
That sounds like
anyway,
fun.
yes. So the one thing I'll say before you preface all this, I didn't even hear about this. All I did was I woke up, and of course, I woke up. It was like 11:30 this morning, and then I was looking at my phone, and it was like something saying Nintendo is going live at 9 a.m. Pacific, and I was like, what? So I had no idea what was happening, but I actually had to leave around like 12:30. Thank God this only took like 18 minutes in total or something. So it actually worked out really well for me. So I got to sit there and watch it. But yes,
Yeah, it was really quick. It was really a quick stream, but they showed so much good stuff.
yes, they did.
Like Josh, just
Well, continue. Like, what was it? Preface it.
okay. So they've been releasing a video and a stream every single day going up to the Switch launch, and today was focused on the Nindy titles, the indie games coming to Nintendo, and really they just ran through a bunch of them, and they all look great. Big ones for me that stuck out right away is they finally confirmed Ukulele coming to the Switch. They did not give an exact release date, but they said very soon. So hopefully that means it's coming out the same day as Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Who knows? But I really hope that's true.
Yeah.
They showed off Shovel Knight, Spectre of Torment, along with the Treasure Trove for Shovel Knight, all coming out on launch day. Isaac Afterbirth Plus, already pre-ordered, coming out not on launch, but like 2 weeks after launch. Stardew Valley confirmed. It's the first version of the game getting the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. Hollow Knight, which just came out on PC, which I haven't been able to play yet because it's only a Windows game, not a Mac. I can now play it on my Switch, which I'm very happy about.
Been getting rave reviews.
Amazing reviews, and it looks even better. Like the Jackbox Party Pack is coming over. They're bringing World of Goo over. 1001 Spikes. Enter the Gungeon, which that'll be awesome to play portably on the Switch, I think. They announced a bunch of new titles like Escapist 2, a new Mega Blaster game, Mr. Shifty, that really cool Tumbleseed game, which really intrigued me. They confirmed Terraria's coming. Like just so many games. Like there's a giant splash screen I'm looking at right now, just trying to like highlight the ones that interested me the most. But like, whoever said like the Switch like launch looked like thin or anemic or like really like.
Which, to be fair, it did initially.
A little bit, just because launch day it was Zelda 1-2 Switch and ARMS, which were our main titles. And yeah, Zelda's great, but Switch and 1-2 ARMS were like, eh.
Wait, ARMS is a launch game?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm almost certain.
Are you sure?
I thought so.
No?
Is it not?
I didn't think so. I thought it was like April or that quarter.
Could I be wrong? I thought it came out. Oh yeah, quarter 2 2017. Huh. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. No, but it was like, you had like Fast RMX or whatever. You had like some
Snipper Clips.
Yeah, I mean, before people were like all of a sudden getting on the Snipper Clips bandwagon, but like really people were just like, well, it's just Zelda. If you don't like Zelda, you're kind of screwed. But I mean, you look at these things now, and like they've got quite the little list developing here. So
Nintendo has always been very good with the indie crowd. Like they started that Nindy program a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And now that like they've made basically this is a portable next gen console to play your games on, and you can use they really kept emphasizing the HD Rumble, which I'm really excited to feel that.
They were emphasizing that, and that it was either a Switch exclusive or it's coming to Switch first.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. It's almost like trying to be the second avenue for like Steam games.
Yep.
As another option. So instead of just, like regular first party and regular third party, you have this other independent party that has a very valid platform, and I think they're doing a really good job actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, yeah, you were listing off some games. I mean, there were how many games in total? I don't even know because
Over 30, I think.
they only did maybe half of them for the actual
They
presentation.
showed ones we hadn't seen before. Like at the end, they had like a little sizzle reel of things that we knew were coming, and just showed new footage. But every game
But that didn't even show all of them still.
yeah, no, not even.
So it was just game after game after game. Like it wasn't even like here's a game, now let's talk about it with the developer. Like they were just like no no no. Here's this game, here's this game, here's this game. Like that's what I like to see.
Yep.
And it was just
Lots of sequels to good games too. SteamWorld Dig 2, the spiritual successor to what was that? Retro City Rampage. It was like something Hawaii or something like that.
yeah, it's Shakedown, Hawaii.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
Shakedown
a lot of
Hawaii.
these games, it was interesting though. Like beyond being like sequel things, a lot of them I was talking about with you a little earlier was like almost like a lot of 8 and 16-bit type games,
Mm-hmm.
which is nice, but at the same time I was like kind of disappointed. But then you kind of think about it, it's like, well, we still have like the games like the Fast Remix, Fast RMX, whatever. That's actually like incredible graphics, I think.
Ukulele looks really good too.
Ukulele, incredible graphics like that. Snake Pass, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
really good
That
graphics.
flipping death game, very unique art style.
Yeah, I
Like
wouldn't consider that like great graphics, but it was very different
yeah,
looking,
very
very
very different.
interesting.
Agreed, agreed.
Um, also, the Bit Trip Runner 3,
Bit Trip Runner 3.
that okay, the graphics honestly
Oh
looked
my
out of this world.
god.
I thought the graphics were insane with that game. I still don't know if I'm gonna buy it, but like
I'm getting it.
it looked really cool.
I'm getting
I
that game.
like honestly, that was a graphically intensive, great. Oh my God.
And it looked
So,
fun. It looked amazing. That one part where he's in the elevator and that little
oh my
guy's
God.
looking up at him.
Yeah, Twitch chat was like exploding when that happened, but everyone was like freaking out and did the what face thing.
Yep.
But oh, now I get it. I feel obligated to provide some context to
Great.
those who don't know it. There we go. But
Awesome. You're the best.
but yeah, I mean, other things I've checked out that like I made a little list for myself on our thing. I mean, like even the game that was not showed at all, except for a little trailer put out afterwards by Nintendo on YouTube called Celeste.
Yes.
That game looks very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would actually really love that more than I would, but it looks
Probably.
really cool. Then I had down on my list like Stardew Valley, especially with the multiplayer thing. I'm probably gonna cave in then and get it.
Just
Um,
I think that because I think that you and me would enjoy playing Stardew Valley together.
yeah, and it's also like portable more, so I do like that. Because
Yeah.
when I would always play like Harvest Moon and stuff, I would always get it for like Game Boy, not for GameCube, because I didn't want to sit there all day playing on there.
That was the Animal Crossing problem. I loved Wild World, and then
Yeah,
City Folk came out. I couldn't sit down for 2 seconds to play City Folk. Like I wanted to move around and sit down somewhere else.
yeah.
I hated like being in front of the TV with a Wii remote. So when New Leaf came out, I was like, I'm free. I can fight.
Exactly. Thank you. Good reference. I was gonna
I
bring it up. I
can
was thinking about it.
breathe.
Oh man. Yeah, so it's so true. So I might cave into that. Ukulele looks fantastic,
Yep, and
in my opinion.
I'm in the credits of that game.
Are you really officially?
Yeah, no, I backed it. I'm in the credits.
Very nice.
Yes,
Um, Hollow Knight, I
looks
think would be
fantastic.
intriguing. I don't think I'm gonna get that one, but it
I'm
looks
getting it.
cool. Flipping Death, we talked about a little bit. Kind of cool, very interesting concept, kind of creepy. Where it's
Probably not getting that one. It looks cool, but like I played the game that company beforehand, Stick It to the Man, and then it's an
uh,
interesting game, but like overall I just couldn't get past the art style
yeah,
and like the voices. Like, oh my god, did you see that guy over there? Like
yeah.
it's just so like Tim Burton-y, but not good Tim Burton-y.
I mean, if anything, my list here is like just intriguing games looking, and like that one was definitely interesting because like you die, but then you can flip over worlds that kind of go to the living world and control living people, then switch back. It's just an interesting concept.
Switch.
Yeah, exactly. And SteamWorld Dig 2. I did play the original one. I thought it was pretty fun.
Okay, it looked pretty cool. It looked very spelunky to me.
I actually have it for the Vita,
Oh, nice.
and I played on there, and it's pretty nice. It's an entertaining little game. Um, so that might be kind of cool. The game Goner, looks very interesting. That's that like really artsy looking kind of dim lit shooter
Mm-hmm.
um where they say you'll die a lot. It's almost like Super Meat Boy but with a little art style difference.
Yep.
Um and then the graceful explosion machine. That one's
That
like
looked beautiful.
that's like take Galaga or something and put it on the Switch with tons of colors just thrown at you.
Yeah.
It actually looked really nice. So that one I would debate. It depends on what price that is.
There was that seed game, that tumble seed game, where
Tumbleseed,
like
yeah.
you control. I guess it's like you have to balance the seed as it goes up a mountain, and
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
have like power ups and weapons. Like I was watching it, still understand how it's played. Don't understand the concept at all, but it looked amazing. I want to play it.
Yeah, I mean it's really cool. And then Fast Remix, that actually looks really cool. I just don't think I'm gonna buy it, but it's basically if you like an F-Zero game, if you
Yeah,
like
it's
racing kind of games, like it actually looks really cool.
yeah.
Um, the other game I'm leaving till last that was on my list was War Groove. That actually looked really fun. That's if you like the game Advance Wars
Yeah, yeah.
or like a Fire Emblem type of thing.
Yep.
War Groove looks really cool, and the really cool thing that drew me to it was also that they are gonna have multiplayer, like online multiplayer.
Mm-hmm. Thank God for that.
So that is the one trend I've been liking here is that they've been preaching also the online multiplayer for some of these games, and it shows with that whole. Yeah, I've watched all this discussion about their Nintendo's really trying to let the younger people finally influence half these game decisions, and I think that's where this is coming from where these younger people that are working there, they're like, we kind of need online stuff more, and they're actually doing it and listening. And thank God. I mean, because a lot of these things had online, and it's really nice to hear. And also the what you were saying with HD Rumble, I'm excited for some of that stuff. Like that's pretty cool.
They showed that cooking game, like
Oh,
that
cooking overloaded or whatever that.
overcooked or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like they said, like
Overcooked.
you'll feel the
Even
liquid
like
in the
chopping the tomato or something.
you know,
Yeah,
the liquid in the pot as it's sloshing around.
yeah.
That is, I can't wait to see what the HD Rumble feels like.
Yeah, and even that has like local and online
Hmm.
multiplayer and stuff. So it's kind of cool.
Gabby
And
wanted
also
us to mention for a minute whether we think ukulele is going to be good or not.
such a sassy comment. Oh my God.
I think it's going to be amazing.
No, but
What?
no, because she heard us talking about it like a million times. So then it's probably like, hey,
Oh,
but
wait, Gabby, are you being serious or being sassy?
either way, though, honestly, I to just fuel the fire and answer the question, I do think it's going to be a good game. So there you go.
I was a little concerned when they said, "Oh, she's being sassy." Okay, I was a little concerned when they said that there's only gonna be 5 worlds in ukulele, but
Hmm.
the way the progression system works is as you get more pages, you unlock you can either use the pages to unlock new worlds or expand your current world. So each world you go to is in a book. And so the first
Yeah,
time you go to
yeah,
that world, it'll be kind of like small and contained. Then
yeah.
you can go back to that book later, put more pages back in the book, and the world expands. It's basically a whole new world again. So those 5 worlds are actually 15 worlds, if you think about it like that,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is
Yeah,
awesome. Which is awesome.
it's true. I don't even know what more to say. I just
Yeah,
want.
yeah. March 3rd cannot come soon enough.
Yeah, that was my last talking point. Um, it's this Friday, man.
Yeah, I'll be there Thursday at midnight.
I
I have
mean,
a cheesecake contest to win, and I'm going to GameStop.
the heck?
I got challenged to a Oreo cheesecake contest, so
With who?
a buddy of mine from work's mom.
What? Wait,
So
so what is happening here? Are you
okay,
like
so
going to an
so
undisclosed location?
kind of. I got so last weekend my buddy invited me over to his house for dinner and whatnot to like meet his like his mom and whatnot. And so we're there and we're talking, and I have baked a bunch and brought things to the office before, and he's been sent back to the office with a bunch of stuff his mom has baked too. And so it's been a competition in the office. Which stuff is better, Tom's mom's stuff or Ken's stuff? So at dinner the other night we're talking, and she's like, "What's your name again?" Like Ken. Like, are you the baking one? I'm like, yes. And like it became like this big like thing. Multiple members of the family arguing about this. So now it's me, Tom's mom, and Tom's cousin Jimmy all preparing our best Oreo cheesecakes. And then there's gonna be like a panel of like tons of people judging these cheesecakes on Thursday night.
What in the world? Well, good luck.
Yeah, my life is a sitcom.
I wow. Maybe you had a sitcom in the 90s too. I have no idea.
Back
This is
in the
interesting.
90s, I was in a very famous TV show. I'm Bojack the Horseman. Bojack, don't act like you don't know. I love that song. I got a
Yes.
buddy. I got a buddy watching now. He just finished season 2.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
he loved JD
So
Salinger.
it was great. The game show's title is the greatest thing.
Hollywood stars and celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out.
It's Hollywood.
I
But
said
anyway,
that.
no, you said Hollywood. You can rewatch later. Ooh.
You've tried that before, and each time you've been proven wrong. Just so you
No,
know.
this is right. Thank
Okay.
you, Thomas. I agree. I've got no comment
That was
either.
not to the. Oh my god.
No, I know what that was too.
To the singing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah. So you got quite the Thursday plans, man. Lead into Friday. Are you ever gonna sleep?
Nope. And then like Friday morning, I'm gonna go like help a buddy track down a Switch. He's trying to get one from Target, and he didn't pre-order, but he thinks he might be able to get one from Target.
You'd be like, yeah, I'm helping as you're like playing Zelda, trying
That's
to
what
run out of the car. It's just like, okay,
Playing
I'm
the.
totally picturing it right now. You have the Switch in your hands. You're getting out of the car. You push the car door. You do the automatic staple Ken thing of pull up the right side of your pants really quick. You've got your jeans with your PS4 lanyard hanging out of your
Stop
pocket.
it.
And then
I have pants issues. Okay, I have pants issues. Are you happy?
oh, it's gonna be so funny.
I went down another size, and they're already too big on me.
Oh my god. I don't know, man. But that's exactly what I'm picturing. You're gonna be playing it all throughout the
No,
day, regardless of where you
I
are.
just want to like go to like a Target like on Friday morning, like get there, set up a chair, put up my feet, have like a hot cocoa in hand, and like my Switch in the other hand, just looking at the people standing in line while playing my Switch.
Should give them the Luigi stare from Mario Kart 8,
The death
the
stare.
death stare. Oh man. But yeah. Um well, I fear for your
My
well-being,
safety, yeah.
but but yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
Anything else you want to mention or talk about before we wrap this up?
Um I don't know. We could throw it to the audience if they have a comment in the next minute or so, but
Ken finally moved his head to show the shine sprite. Oh yeah, it's there. Sorry, if I'm a little off-centered. Maybe I don't know. There it is.
no, now your head is blocking.
I will give him a
Oh,
second.
so he's been saying that the whole time. Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I just leaned
Okay.
back to see it.
It is a really nice ornament in the back kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it perfectly frames the background.
I love that little thing that he got you. So cool.
I need to fill up like this area a little bit better. You can't see what I'm pointing at yet, but like there's like a bald spot on my wall still over there.
I think I probably see it.
Yeah.
I'll eventually. Mm, wait. Oh, yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
was looking at. Yeah. Okay,
I'll
yeah.
fill that eventually with something. I got to
Yeah.
rearrange some stuff.
Oh, well, the one thing I do want to say, for some reason that reminded me. Um, if you saw there was that bundle that's only for Europe right now with snipper clips
Oh yeah, I saw that.
with the Joy-Cons, which for me, like that bundle makes sense
Yeah.
because like if anything, if I bring it back home or something to play with my family or whatever, that's four of us right there. It's like perfect. But then there's this bundle and it's like, well, I was gonna get that game anyway, but now I want that bundle. But the bundle hasn't been announced for the US yet. And I checked. It's an Amazon only, at least that I saw a bundle on Amazon UK, and they explicitly said does not ship to United States. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So praying they have some announcement on like Friday or Saturday about that.
Hmm.
So I guess I'm not buying snipper clips like the second it comes out. I mean, I'm preoccupied anyway with Zelda and whatever work I have to do, but like
Yeah. Snipperclip
I
seems like a proof of concept game for a co-op kind of thing. So
yeah, I mean, but it would be a good deal. Like you end up saving like $15 or $20 with that bundle. So it'd be nice because I feel like eventually I'm gonna have to get that Joy-Con nonsense anyway to have four people.
yeah, I don't think I'll need it anytime soon. So
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
not
like you
worried.
don't necessarily. I mean, I feel like just with me, I probably do, or it'd be nice, but I don't
Yeah.
know. Do my sports talk. That's all you're here for. Well, that's a good point. I
No,
could wrap it up with some sports.
no, we're not
I
doing.
thought you were cool. What?
Save
No. Oh,
for the after show. We need to wrap.
no. See, the thing is, Mr. Thomas doesn't want to hear about the Kenneth talk about sports. But that's why I can rattle about sports really quick.
Well, no,
Okay,
no, no, no,
so
no, no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no. I
Save
am.
that
So
for the,
it's
no. This is the
no, no,
wrap up.
no,
The music's
no,
already
no,
playing.
no. It's not.
Save for the after show.
No, I'm talking about Sports Corner right now.
Oh
'Cause
my
this is
god!
hard-hitting news.
You have
So,
exactly 1 minute on the count of 3, 2,
wow.
1, go.
All right. So the biggest thing with basketball, first of all, I went to a Knicks game last night. So sad. They really should have won. I was so hyped. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. But they do have the best floor in the NBA. Also, the Cavs are apparently now building a whole super team. So it's literally going to be the Cavs versus the Warriors again in the final. And it's funny because now they're literally just two teams stacking each other, and no teams are like any other team. They're just not going to compete. So I don't know. But also with baseball news, spring training's going. Mets are playing all right. Things are going okay. In that world, no big baseball news yet except for Tim Tebow. If anyone likes football, he's still on the Mets. He's been playing in their spring training camp.
20 seconds.
Kind of interesting. So I don't know, not too many developments, but sports are going, man. I'm excited. You know, the big thing is 5 more weeks till the MLB starts up. Major League Baseball. I'm ready. That's it. Go Mets, go Knicks, and go Blue Jays.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, time. That was pretty good for 1 minute, actually.
I told you, it's so easy.
Yeah. It goes a lot faster when I don't make every dumb comment, I guess.
Yeah, I just need to say my spiel, and there you go.
All right. Well.
Oh, that's true. Oh, one quick thing. It was Daytona Day on
yeah.
Sunday.
NASCAR has begun.
That is true.
And Cars 3 in theaters soon.
I heard that. Very disappointed.
Did you see the trailer?
No.
Looks really good, and I hated Cars.
I will never watch that.
This looks like an adult Pixar movie.
I will still never watch that.
Fair enough. All right. Well, guys, that brings the end to our Switchmas episode. The next time we will be doing a podcast, me and Josh will have Switches in our hands, and you'll see me just like holding it up as I'm playing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The problem is we're gonna be like recording this, and I'll just be sitting here. You'll hear like whatever.
And then
Like,
today on
wait,
today on Steven Universe, oh god, fucking damn it, Link. And then yeah, that's gonna be the quality of our episodes.
Oh man. Yep.
Yep.
I'm telling you, this is the thing. From this podcast going forward, like no podcast is gonna be the same. Like we're gonna be totally changed people. In hopefully for the better. Like in a good way.
I think we're gonna love this. I think we're gonna love this console. It's gonna be a great console. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, sad thing is though, I talked to one of my friends today. I was like, "Yeah, getting the Switch, whatever. You want to play snipper clips with me? I'm trying to recruit people to play because I need a co-op person." And they were like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, for the Switch. What's the Switch?" I was like, "We're done."
A lot of people still don't know. Like Nintendo's doing a good job getting the word out, but there's still a lot of people like, "What the hell is that?" Like people are just starting to hear about it this week now because they feel like the buzz in the air.
Yeah, so I mean, just people that aren't really into it just don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. All
So
right.
yes, you can do your standard wrap it up, call out the people, say thank you to all your singing the praises.
Quick shout out to people in our chat. Thank you tonight for joining us for our live show. Thank you, Cybernetic Slayer. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Fong, who was here earlier. Thank you, ARMZ Hit Marker, who was here for a minute or two. I don't know.
And Classic Killer. We
Killer.
also had Corey Eckern on the YouTube chat.
Yes, thank you guys so much for supporting our show. This was episode 40, a milestone, as Slayer said earlier on. And that's about it. Thank you all for listening to the JK Podcast. Until next time, I've been Ken O'Connor.
And I am Josh Brandon.
Stay classy, San Diego.